Attorney Alicia Rizos Vidal is the petitioner against former President Joseph Ejercito Estrada with the Commission on Elections or COMELEC as a public respondent. On September 12, 2007, the Sandigan Bayan convicted Estrada of plunder, sentencing him to reclusion perpetua and imposing perpetual absolute disqualification from public office. Moreover, in accordance with Section 2 of Republic Act No. 7080 as amended by Republic Act No. 7659, the Court hereby declares the forfeiture in favor of the government of the following. First, the total amount of 545,791,000 pesos, with interest and income earned inclusive of the amount of 200 million pesos deposited in the name and account of the Arab Muslim Youth Foundation. Second, the amount of 189 million pesos inclusive of interest and income earned deposited in the Jose Villarde account. Third, the real property consisting of a house and a lot dubbed as a Boracay Mansiona located at number 111 Street, New Manila, Quezon City. The cash bonds posted by accused Jose Jinggoy Estrada and attorney Edward S. Serapio are hereby ordered cancelled and released to the said accused or their duly authorized representatives upon presentation of the original receipt evidencing payment thereof and subject to the usual accounting and auditing procedures. Likewise, the whole departure orders issued against said accused are hereby recalled and declared functus officio. On October 25, 2007, President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo granted Estrada executive clemency, restoring his civil and political rights with a clause stating he would not seek elective office.
Pardon. Whereas this administration has a policy of releasing inmates who have reached the age of 70. Whereas Joseph Ejercito Estrada has been under detention for 6.5 years. Whereas Joseph Ejercito Estrada has publicly committed to no longer seek any elective position or office. In view hereof and pursuant to the authority conferred upon me by the Constitution, I hereby grant executive clemency to Joseph Ejercito Estrada, convicted by the Sandigan Bayan of plunder and imposed a penalty of reclusion perpetua. He is hereby restored to his civil and political rights. The forfeitures imposed by the Sandigan Bayan remain in force and in full, including all writs and processes issued by the Sandigan Bayan and pursuance hereof except for the bank accounts he owned before his tenure as president. Upon acceptance of this pardon by Joseph Ejercito Estrada, this pardon shall take effect. Given under my hand at the city of Manila, this 25th day of October in the year of our Lord 2007.
On October 26, 2007, at 3:35 p.m., former President Estrada arrived and accepted the pardon by affixing his signature beside his handwritten notation thereon. On November 30, 2009, Estrada ran for president in 2010 elections, facing disqualification petitions that the COMELEC dismissed, affirming his right to run. Estrada lost the election but filed a certificate of candidacy for mayor of Manila on October 2, 2012. On January 24, 2013, Rizos Vidal filed a disqualification petition against Estrada, citing his plunder conviction under Section 40 of the Local Government Code and Section 12 of the Omnibus Election Code. COMELEC dismissed her petition on April 1, 2013 and denied her motion for reconsideration on April 23, 2013. Rizos Vidal filed a petition for the certiorari with the Supreme Court on April 30, 2013, challenging COMELEC's resolutions.
In Section 40 of Local Government Code LGC, in relation to Section 12 of the Omnibus Election Code OAC, which state respectively that Section 40 Local Government Code. Section 40 Disqualifications. The following persons are disqualified from running for any elective local position: those sentenced by final judgment for any offense involving moral turpitude or any offense punishable by 1 year or more imprisonment within 2 years after serving sentence. Those removed from office as result of an administrative case. Those convicted by final judgment for violating the oath of allegiance to the Republic. Those with dual citizenship. Fugitives from justice in criminal or non-political cases here or abroad. Permanent residents in a foreign country or those who have acquired the right to reside abroad and continue to avail of the same right after effective of this code. And the insane or feeble-minded. And Section 12 Omnibus Election Code. Section 12 Disqualifications. Any person who has been declared by competent authority insane or incompetent or has been sentenced by final judgment for subversion, insurrection, rebellion, or for any offense for which he has been sentenced to penalty or more than 18 months for a crime involving moral turpitude shall be disqualified to be candidate and hold any public office unless he has been given plenary pardon or granted amnesty.
Issues raised by the petition. Versus Spitaler raised several issues regarding the legality of Estrada candidacy, including the nature of the pardon, the applicability of the disqualifications law, and the Comelec resilience on a previous ruling. The petition questioned whether the pardon was conditional. It argued that Estrada was disqualification under the Section 40 of the Local Government Code. The court ruled the Comelec did not commit the grave abuse of discretion in its resolution. It affirmed that Estrada's pardon was absolute and restored his civil and political rights, including the right to run for office. The court found merit in hospital agreements against the Comelec decision. It concluded the Estrada pardon effectively removed his disqualification.
Conviction of Estrada. On September 12, 2007, the Sandigan Bayan convicted former President Joseph Ejercito Estrada of plunder in criminal cases number 26558, sentencing him for reclusion perpetua and imposing perpetua absolute disqualification. Executive clemency granted. On October 25, 2007, the President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo granted Estrada executive clemency, restoring his and political rights. Acceptance of pardons. Estrada accepted the pardons on October 26, 2007, signing the document without any disqualification. 2010 presidential candidacy. On November 30, 2009, Estrada filed a candidate of candidacy for president, which faced a 3 disqualification petition before the Commission on Election or Comelec.
Dismissal of disqualification petitions. On January 20, 2010, the Comelec 2nd Division dismissed the disqualification petition against Estrada, ruling that his pardon restored his right to run for public office. Finality of 2010 rulings. The Comelec decision regarding Estrada candidacy became final and executory after the 2010 elections, where he lost. 2013 mayoral candidacy. On October 2, 2012, Estrada filed a certificate of candidacy for a mayor of Manila. Petition for disqualification. On January 24, 2013, Attorney Alicia Resos. Petition for disqualification. On January 24, 2013, Attorney Alicia Resos Vidal filed a petition for disqualification against Estrada, arguing that his conviction for plunder disqualified him from running for office.
The case involved a petition for certiorari filed by Attorney Alicia Rizos Vidal seeking to annul the resolution of the Commission on Elections that dismissed her petition to disqualify former President Joseph Ejercito Estrada from running for Mayor of Manila. Additionally, Alfredo S. Lim filed a petition on intervention claiming he should be declared the winner of the mayoral election due to Estrada's disqualification. Attorney Alicia Rizos Vidal filed a petition for certiorari against COMELEC's resolutions. Alfredo S. Lim intervened asserting his claim to the mayoralty position. The background details conviction of Estrada for plunder in 2007, the subsequent pardon granted by the President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, and the legal implications of that pardon regarding his eligibility to run for public office.
Estrada was convicted of plunder and sentenced to reclusion perpetua with perpetual absolute disqualification. He received a pardon in 2007, restoring in civil and political rights. The legal debate centers on whether the pardon was conditional or absolute legal framework. The legal framework includes the provision of Local Government Code and the Omnibus Election Code, which outline disqualification for candidates based on criminal conviction involving moral turpitude. Section 40 of Local Government Code disqualifies individuals convicted of crimes involving moral turpitude from running of office. Section 12 of Omnibus Election Code similarly disqualifies individuals based on certain criminal convictions unless they have received a plenary pardon.
The COMELEC issued resolutions dismissing Rizos Vidal's petitions, asserting that Estrada's pardon was absolute and restored his right to seek public office. The resolutions reference previous rulings regarding Estrada's eligibility. The COMELEC dismissed the disqualification petition for lack of merit. It ruled that Estrada's pardon restored his right to run for office. Election results and intervention. Despite the pending petition, the elections were held and Estrada was proclaimed the winner. Lim's intervention was based on the assertion that he should be declared the rightful winner due to Estrada's disqualification. Estrada won the mayoral election with 3,409,770 votes. Lim claimed that the votes for Estrada should be considered stray due to his disqualification.